Hello Taurus and Happy New Year. This is your January video. So on the 7th of January, Mars will be moving into your sign Taurus, joining Uranus. Now Taurus, this is great news because for the past six to about 7 months almost, you've had Mars in your 12th house. Now it's going to be moving into your first house. You take action upon you. What are your ideas, Taurus? What do you want, Taurus? That's that energy. Move forward. Take action. Mars is a planet of action. Moving forward with your ideas. Moving forward with what you want. Moving forward with everything that is within you. The 12th house was uncomfortable. It made you restless, irritable. And yes, there are moments of conflict and having to release a lot of stuff from the past and subconscious blocks and toxic relationships and toxic patterns and things that were holding you back. That 12th house is a lot of shadow work. But now Taurus, right now, on that 7th of January, we are going to have Mars in Taurus. Taurus, what do you value? That's it. This is the energy of finance as well. But Uranus is there, so unexpected changes as always. Uranus is going to be there for a while in your sign until 2026. But currently, right now, we're just going to have this Mars joining Uranus on the 7th of January. Asking you what you want, what changes do you want to make? And, Uranus giving you that original ideas, thinking outside of the box. Think now, Taurus. Call upon these energies. Move forward, take action. What ideas are important to you? Then on the 9th, we have Mercury in your 10th house. And then also on the 9th, we have Venus in your 9th house. And on the 13th, we have a new moon in your 9th house. Now let's go back to that 9th house with Mercury being in the 10th. Here you're going to have ideas about the 10th house, which is career and the world. What ideas do you have? What ideas? What are you thinking about when it comes to your career? When it comes to the changes you want to make, things you want to implement? Mercury will want you to research, to find information, to connect to the right people. That's what Mercury will be offering you. And if you're not in a career and you have retirement right now, okay, the world, it'll help you connect, to think about how you can connect to the people around you, but the world at large in a way that they can see you. So when I say the world at large, doesn't mean like, oh, going on television, but it means of basically, like being on TV, you think of the world. Even the people that are closest to our world. That's why they're there. Those are the people that our lives are revolving around. It's about sharing that part of you, communicating, networking, saying something nice. You never know how you can inspire and brighten someone's day. Shining light, finding information, finding out things that you can do to fulfill you, to make you feel like you bring value to the world at large. Even humanitarian aspects, wanting to change the way you live, wanting to change the way you think about things, old patterns, all of that. But also your career. If you are a working individual, wanting to start a new business, wanting to, move forward in your business, or even if you're employed, wanting to actually move up, try for something new, try for an increase, a raise, a promotion. That's an energy that you'll be thinking about. Now, Venus in the 9th and that new moon in the 9th is really, what the 9th house is about information, connection. It's that Jupiter energy of expansion and wisdom and learning. And also, having an adventure, going somewhere new, trying something new, understanding something new. And Venus is going to want to connect you to things that you are passionate about. Adding your passion and your heart into these things, of connecting, going on that adventure. One day maybe you're supposed to be going from here to there, and all of a sudden you take a detour, and you never know, you might meet someone, see something interesting that might, become a hobby. That's what it is. The world works in those ways, and that's what's happening. And right now with that new moon, new ideas when it comes to the 9th house of information, things that you're learning, writing, publishing, sharing information, networking, media, marketing. All of that's in that 9th house of basically putting things out there, wanting it to be seen, but not wanting it, where you have an idea, but that idea, is going to help someone. That's that energy. I know what I got. This information is going to uplift some souls. Some souls are going to feel really uplifted by this, and that's what you're going to be doing, or this product, or this creative endeavor, or this talent. That's that energy. And go for it, Taurus. You have all the vitality, right? On the 20th, the sun moves into your 10th house, career in the world. So right now, the sun will be shining that energy onto basically opportunity, putting the light on that 10th house of career in the world. What do you have to offer to the world? How do you make the world a better place? You know, is it the way that you think? Maybe you decide to pick up litter on the sidewalk, or maybe you decide to make a change in your career. Always think when I speak about the 10th house, it's career, because that's world where people see us and we're out there, or world as in where we make a difference in the world. It's where you offer a service of yourself to the world and people see it and acknowledge it. They acknowledge what you're doing. So that sun is giving you that energy and that acknowledgement, that opportunity, shining light on that energy, giving it that boost of vitality to say, yes, here you are. Let's see it now. So on the 28th, we have a full moon happening in your 4th house. Family connections. So the 4th house is about family. And with the full moon there, even your home and your heart will be releasing some emotions, wanting to make adjustments to your home, moving home, wanting to shift and move things around. That's okay. You know, it brings in new energy. It brings in new vitality. Allow for that. And when it comes to your heart and people you feel close to, what changes do you want to make? What do you want to release? How do you want to communicate? There's a lot of healing here with the full moon in the 4th house of how can you feel more comfortable, more authentic, more yourself, Taurus, within your closest relationships. And also wanting to release relationships that don't line up to that. You've changed, Taurus, and there's a lot of transformation that you've went through last year. So know that this year, this energy in the 4th house, year on the 28th of January with that full moon, wants you to embrace who you are now. Who are you now? How have you changed? How have you transformed? How have you grown? And let go of those toxic situations that you had to go through last year. Even when it came to your own thoughts and sabotaging yourself, there was a lot of that healing happening. Now you have the ability to emotionally go within, to understand yourself, to nurture yourself, be gentle with yourself that full moon, because it's really going deep into your emotions for you to understand that you are a different version of yourself. And it's so important when we change, so much so that we actually kind of sometimes grieve. That's what it means to actually embrace the old you. To know that that's an old version, like where you've liked something, you know, you'd like something for years, maybe some trinket or some certain idea or something you used to do, and then all of a sudden you just don't do it anymore. And you think back to it, you know, with the like, I used to do that, but now, you know, it's changed, and that's what it is, and you changing and evolving. On the 30th, Mercury goes into retrograde till the 21st of February. Back up all your information, especially when it comes to technology, because I know that you can get frustrated and lose your patience. So it's so important that you back up all your information during Mercury retrograde, as this tends to make technology a bit, you know, give it its, you know, it gets faulty, it doesn't work properly, and it goes through its slow motion. You can also feel a bit tired and drained during that time. Allow for that. Things of the past might come up. Look back, release, heal. You know, we have to revisit the past to see where we were, to understand who we are now, so we can let it go and move forward. And that's what's going to be happening during Mercury retrograde. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe, and wishing you a very happy new year.